Hi, my name is Paige Fickbaum. I am a fifth grade teacher for the Turner USD 202 School District. I am very passionate about teaching reading, and currently I am a fifth grade ELA and social studies teacher. Why do we need innovative technology in our classroom? First off, our learners are 21st century learners. So we have to adapt to the times. We have to meet students where they are. And where they are is they are constantly connected with technology. And so we need to find a way to integrate that into our classrooms. Through the use of technology, we're setting kids up for real world experiences. When you go out into the job force, you'll be hard pressed to find a job where you won't need to use technology. So we're setting them up early for success by teaching them how to use technology, the appropriate ways to use it, and showing them the infinite resources that are at their fingertips. As teachers, we can use technology to differentiate instruction, which is very important when it comes to student achievement. And lastly, the level of engagement is going to be so much higher when students are able to interact with some form of technology rather than just writing something down, paper and pencil. So talking about student achievement, when students are connected through technology, they have a limitless amount of information at their fingertips. They're able to have questions and find ways to answer those questions on their own. It really builds a sense of independence, which is also setting them up for success in the future. When students go out into the job force, if they don't know the answer to a question, they can't always ask their boss for every single thing. They need to be able to problem solve and figure it out. And through using technology and all the resources that are out there, students will be able to know how to do that. As I mentioned before, with technology comes a very high level of engagement. There is nothing like seeing a kid light up when they're using a new app and they're learning and they don't even think they're learning because it feels like a game. So using technology can really increase engagement. And lastly, technology allows for flexible learning and for students to show how they're learning and what they know in a lot of different ways. Students can create PowerPoints, Prezzies, they can create a movie. And this really allows for the teacher to really understand what the student knows and for the student to feel successful because they're able to express their knowledge in a way that best suits them. Using innovative technology in your classroom also has a high impact on classroom instruction. As teachers, we're able to use apps to personalize the educational experience for our kids. If you have a student who's really into a certain part of the world, you can hook them up to Google Maps and they can go on a virtual tour of whatever they're interested in. It also allows for more flexibility with your curriculum. If you have a book that you're teaching out of, you can pull in different resources from different apps or different websites to really add some meat to your lessons. And also, it just allows you to connect with your students. Like I said before, technology is going to hook them in, and to be the teacher with the fun, innovative technology and new ideas, the kids are going to respond really well to that, and it'll form a really good connection with your kids. And all of those things play a huge factor to the school improvement. If teachers are using innovative technology in their classrooms, the school is going to improve tremendously. Teachers are going to be getting better at their craft, they're going to be learning more, and students are going to be learning more as well. Now I want to share with you some of the ways that I have used innovative technology in my own classroom. Right here you can see technology in action. My students have created audiobooks for a book project that they were working on. They were able to connect a microphone to their iPads and using iMovie create audiobooks that then they could share with students all throughout the school. I also utilize Kahoot a lot. It's just a really fun way to kind of do a quick check for kids after a lesson. I really, really enjoy using it and the kids love it. I have also used Skype in the classroom for Genius Hour. I had a group of students who were really interested in the military, and I Skyped with my brother-in-law who's in the Navy and also my dad who is in the Army. And so the kids were able to write up interview questions and do a real live interview right in the classroom. We were able to bring an expert into the classroom through the use of technology. I also have my kids use technology to annotate their thinking while they are reading. So they will take a picture of the page that they are reading, and then they will create what we call a book snap. And sometimes I'll have something that I want them to look for. Maybe it's cause and effect, and they need to show cause and effect on that page. Sometimes it's just whatever they want. This student was showing Harry's character traits. I've also used technology for myself as a teacher to grow. I started doing this Observe Me. Uh, there is a QR code that administrators or other teachers can scan when they enter my classroom, and along with some things that I want them to look for. And as they're observing me, they can answer some of the questions that I have set up. I used a Microsoft form. So, and it's all the things that I'm really wanting to work on as a teacher. Like, for instance, do students know what they're learning and why they're learning? Are they able to tell you exactly what the learning goal is? So that is on that form, and so whoever is in my class can walk through and they can, tell me if that was happening. I also love to use an app called Plickers. It is a really great way when you're doing whole group instruction and you have a question and you really want to check in with your kids to see if they know what they're doing. Then you can just scan. All the kids have a QR code, a personalized QR code taped to the back of their iPads, and then I use the Plickers app to scan, and then it'll tell me right there who got it right, who got it wrong. Each kid is connected with their own QR code, so it tells me their name and if they got it right and if they got it wrong, what they answered. It's an awesome, awesome way to do a quick check-in. I like to use a sketch for students to sketch up the main idea and key details while they're reading a passage. And one of my favorite things that I've done this year so far is Kahootathons. So I'm going to click this so that you can see a student explaining how we use Kahootathon in the classroom.
Kahootathon where we read passages and then we take a piece of paper and we fill out the questions with, say, it's number 1. If the passage were written from Nicole's mom point of view, the reader would know, and then we would write 1 right answer and then 3 wrong answers.
And then what do you do after you've created the Kahoot? What's next?
We go on to the site and create it on this.
Yes, on Kahoot. And then after everyone's created that, how does the Kahootathon work? What do we do?
Then we get split up into different groups with people from different passages, and we would read the passage that we have, and then we would do the Kahootathon with that group.
Awesome, thank you. So my plan that will enhance my current practices when it comes to using innovative technology in the classroom is that during this upcoming school year, I am actually going to be leading a professional development cohort, and this cohort will meet 5 times throughout the school year, and I will be leading it and talking about redefining classroom technology and really talking about different innovative ways we can use the technology in our classroom. In order to lead these seminars, I'm going to have to make sure that I am always striving to use innovative ideas in my own classroom. So I think, being a leader of a cohort will really keep me on my toes and make sure that I'm always constantly striving to do better and find the best ways to use technology in my classroom. Through implementing new ways to use technology in my own classroom and sharing the ideas with other teachers, In the district, I think that it will play a role in helping move our school along, school improvement, student achievement. I think all of that will be effective in a positive way. And for the funding, I do believe that I am going to be allotted a small fund. Each cohort gets a small amount of money, and you can spend it however you choose, as long as it has to do with what your cohort is about. So I think I would like to use that funding to purchase a highly effective technology tool, whether it be an app or one of those external microphones for students to use to create things. Just something that will really benefit the teachers who come to the cohort, and I think that that would be the best way to spend that money. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to all of you in the comment section.